back, watch her glow, magic is away.
What's up YouTube, it's your girl Jada Jonay and I am back with another video. As you already see by the title, today I have a hair tutorial for you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Today we are going to be getting into this style. I did this style and the crowd went wild. Everybody was like, Jada, I hope you filmed, I hope you filmed, I hope you filmed. Originally I was not going to film because this was just a style that I was going to try out, but it ended up coming out really cute, so I'm glad that I filmed. Anyways, so this is my first time trying it. This is going to be kind of a tutorial, kind of a watch me do my hair, but I'll explain to y'all how I achieved this look. Keep in mind, I'm not like professional at this because this is my very first time attempting this style, so bear with me. I may do a new one, a updated one in the future if I attempt this style again. I do want to try it with a middle part eventually. But yes, this is cute. I've been wearing my hair like this for about a week now, and I just feel like it just looks so clean and pulled back. I do feel like the girlies have been gatekeeping this style though, because when I tell y'all I could not find a single tutorial on this hairstyle, bruh, I'm literally gonna have to just look at it and try and figure out how to do it myself. That's literally what I did. The hair I used for this is the Ashmere hair that I had in a few weeks ago. I pin a comment on that video letting y'all know an update on the hair. I don't know what it is about this hair, but it might be some type of blend or something, because for some reason, like, it looks super silky now and it brushes out really smooth. Y'all, this hair tangles and you literally have to brush it, and once you brush it out it kind of sheds. The tangling is crazy. I shampooed and conditioned this hair multiple times and it bounces back initially, but like I said, it gets tangled after a while, so I don't know. But I'm not here to talk y'all heads off. Go ahead and get into the tutorial. Alright y'all, so starting out on freshly washed and blow dried hair. As y'all see, this is my hair after I cut it into a bob. It's looking real healthy, so I'm happy about that. I'm showing you guys my inspo. I'm gonna try to recreate that the best I can because it's so cute. First, I'm going to take a fine tooth comb and I'm going to part out a section in the top for my bang. For this, you don't need a super deep part, so I'm going about a quarter away from my actual middle part, if that makes sense. You can do the bang deeper, but I didn't want it too deep for this look. So I'm getting me a nice curve and perfecting that part so that I can start on the rest. Remember, this doesn't have to be perfect, but just try to get a good bit of hair. You don't need too much of your hair parted out. It'll just depend on how thick you want your bang or how thin. So tracks will be going in between your hair, so make sure you have enough hair to cover those tracks. Now before I section that completely off, I'm going to pull my hair out the way. The biggest thing with doing your own hair is sectioning. You have to have some type of order or it'll be all over the place. Once I pull my hair back and see if this is exactly where I want my bang at, I'm going to section that off, twisting it up, and then I'm going to clip it out of the way. Now for the hard part, which I will say this was honestly probably the hardest part, getting the formation for the half up, half down. So here you're going to have to part your hair in the middle. Honestly, I don't believe that I got it directly the same all the way across, but as long as it somewhat looks equal on each side, you're good. You may need the help of someone else or a mirror to get a straight line in the back, but I'm just parting off that back hair. I also put some of my hair up just to get it out of the way while I was parting. Now I'm gonna go in with my handheld mirror and try to define my part the best I can. This isn't the easiest process, but once again, it doesn't have to be perfect because you are doing a half up, half down, so the ponytail is probably gonna cover this anyways. This was the best I could come up with and I was pretty satisfied. Now I'm going to take all of the hair that will be in my top ponytail and I'm going to section that completely off in a bun. I'm just going to braid the back of my hair down. This is completely optional. You can do a slick back ponytail. I prefer braids. I just feel like that makes the weave last a little bit longer. You braid your hair, you are going to go in and oil your scalp just to make sure you nourish that scalp because that stimulates hair growth. You are going to have your hair braided up under a cap, so you want to make sure you have something at least placed on your scalp so it doesn't dry completely out. Now I'm going to go in with 2 HD wig caps and I'm going to apply that over my entire head. Next, I'm going to go in with the liquid cap protective shield. I'm going to apply this all over the second half of my head where the braids are. Doing my quick weave a little bit different. I'm not doing the glue around the perimeter just because I didn't find it necessary. Liquid cap not only sticks the cap to your head, but it also creates a barrier between the glue. So I didn't use any extra glue in the application of the cap. So you're just gonna apply that all the way over, and then you're gonna blow dry it until it's completely dry. It has to be completely dry or it's not going to stick to your head and it's gonna come off. Once it's dry, you're going to cut from the front. Be super careful not to cut too deep in to where you're cutting your hair. Just cut that top off and do both layers as well, both caps. Now for the hair, this is the same hair from a few videos ago. This is some leftover bundles. Yes, they are cut up and I'm reusing them. I honestly feel like cut up bundles stick a little bit better to me. Honestly, people ask me all the time, can you use the bundles over? Can you use them? Yes. And for a style like this, it made my job so much easier because I really didn't even have to cut anything. I already had plenty of short pieces. So I literally was just separating them by the short pieces and then applying them like that. So for this particular half up, half down, I did not do any leave out in the back, whereas I typically would. I wanted to try this new method that I saw on TikTok where it helps you not have to leave any leave out. I will say I did struggle with this part just a little bit, but I know next time I'll get it better. You want to apply your tracks to your head in a C shape. Doing this will create the illusion of your hair being left out because each track will cover the next one. So is measure your track in a C shape, then you're going to apply your glue, and then once you add the glue, you're going to stick it to the back and use the blow dryer to make it stay. Really hope you guys get what I'm saying because I'm trying to explain it in a way that it makes sense. If you're not really grasping it, I would say to watch one of my QUICKWEAVE tutorials so you can know exactly how QUICKWEAVE works before you do this, because I feel like this is kind of intermediate. But yes, glue the tracks on, and I'm just playing with the cap at this point. It's optional to cut your cap early, but I just was cutting it because it was in my way. I'm still looking at it and trying to figure out exactly how they do the C shape. I feel like it was looking good. I just feel like if I had more hair to cover the back, it would look better as well in the end. But just continue placing those tracks until it gets super small at the top. Y'all see how I'm closing up that C? I'm gonna have a couple more pieces and then it'll be done. And basically what that's gonna do is when you do the bun, it's gonna cover up any tracks so you don't see any, if that makes sense. Now I'm just placing these itty bitty small pieces to close up that gap and cover up any cap that would be left. Alright y'all, so this is after I placed my final track. Keep in mind y'all, this is not perfect. This is just me trying something. But now I'm gonna hot comb that hair and get ready to flat iron it. I went to Sally's and they gave me a bio silk sample, so I just decided to put that on the hair instead of my typical design essentials. I put that all over the hair and then I got ready to flat iron it using my Babyliss flat irons. Love these flat irons real bad, so great. Literally gets the hair bone straight in no time. I did have it on high heat at this point just because it's weave, so I didn't really care about it. Honestly, I would typically turn it down on my hair, but I did have it on high heat. I feel like that's how it gets super bone straight. Anytime I wear straight hair, I have to cut it blunt and curve those ends inward. It's just something I do. I love it so bad. It looks so good and healthy. And this is what we're working with in the back, and that's pretty much it for the back of the hair. Now let's get started on the bun and the bang. Now we're gonna go to the top and take that ponytail down, and we're about to start styling this. Use your favorite heat protectant on your hair. And now I'm gonna go through and straighten my top half of my hair so that it can lay super flat and sleek. There's no method to this. You can do a light press or a hard press. Just get it straight to your liking and then you can start on the ponytail. So I finished flat ironing, and the biggest key to getting your work perfected is just testing it out and seeing as you go. So I unraveled the back and just tried to see exactly how it was gonna look when my hair is pulled over it, and it was looking pretty good. To start my ponytail, I'm gonna part off the first two sections of my hair, and I'm gonna clip those out the way because I like to work in sections when it comes to a ponytail. I feel like that gets the hair more sleek and flatter in my opinion. So at this point, the entire front part of my head is part it off out of the way, and we're just gonna work with the back, and then we'll add those pieces last. I'm gonna gather all my hair to the back, and then I'm gonna go in with my wax stick. Once your hair is flat ironed, that limits the amount of product that you have to use. You do not have to go in with heavy edge control and all of those different things. A wax stick and hairspray will get you a long way for a sleek ponytail. So I'm just applying that all over the top and literally just sleeking it back as I go, slowly molding it and putting it in the shape that I want. Also using an all-purpose comb to just smooth everything out. I am using the fine side of the all-purpose comb as well. To me, you honestly don't need a brush. A comb should be all you need. But now I'm going to go in with my Got2b, and that's going to be the lock-in. It's going to really seal that hair in place and create the perfect pony. Any hairspray will work. Any firm holding hairspray will work. Just make sure it's not like flex hold. It has to be pretty firm of a hold. And the mirror on standby is mandatory. Make sure you're checking your work as you go, just so you don't mistakenly put it to the left or to the right. Make sure it's completely in the center. Once it's in the place you want, you can do your ponytail. Now I'm gonna unravel these front pieces so I can add them to the ponytail. You already see how sleek it already looks. I promise you don't need a lot of product at all. Just make sure you get a good flat iron in. Before I start combining it completely, I'm going to part my edges off out the way because I know I'm going to swoop those back in. Now once again, going in with my wax stick, I'm going to start smoothing that back and molding the hair down using that same all-purpose comb. As y'all see, this is getting so slick and so pretty. Hitting it again with the Got2b spray, and you can go in with your blow dryer as well to lock that in. Once you have it combined, you're going to go in with another rubber band to add that to the ponytail. And once again, I'm checking that side out, and now I'm going to add the other side to the ponytail, making sure I part off any extra baby hairs so they don't get brushing back into the ponytail. Same process once again, wax stick, hairspray, that's all you need. Literally just gonna slick that back into that part. I'm gonna use my blow dryer to lock in everything, and then I'm gonna add it to my ponytail. Alright y'all, so this is the ponytail at the end. Now I'm going to start adding the weave to the ponytail for the bun. Now typically you would glue this, but I didn't want too much glue just dealing with all that glue. So I'm going to go in with a rubber band and basically tie that ponytail and wrap it around my hair very tightly. Because it's going in a bun, it doesn't have to be perfect, so I really didn't care about the look of the ponytail itself because it's going to get wrapped up into each other anyways. So I literally just applied a rubber band to the weave and then applied the rubber band to my hair and attached it that way, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to wrap it around each other all the way until I get to about the top. I'm then going to take a additional rubber band to secure it at the top of my ponytail. I wanted to use as little bobby pins and glue as possible. So that's how the ponytail looks on my head, and now we're about to wrap it. There's no special way to wrap it. You're literally just going to twist it as tight as you can to give it that look. I didn't want mine too big, so I was making sure to twist it pretty good. And that's really all it is to it. You're literally just twisting it as you wrap it around the bun as it's forming, if that makes sense. It's hard for me to do this without turning completely to the back. I hope it just kind of makes sense what I'm saying. I'm trying to show y'all at the same time, but I also got to be able to see, so it's kind of hard recording these kind of tutorials, if I'm going to be honest, without looking at what I'm doing. But you're just wrapping it. It doesn't have to be perfect because the spikes is what's going to give it that pizzazz anyways. It's supposed to be that messy type imperfect look anyways. So after wrapping my bun, this is what I came up with, and I wasn't mad at it. I could have wrapped it a little bit tighter, but I was scared to bother it anymore, so I just kind of left it alone. Now we're gonna go to our edges. I'm gonna use my red Kiss flat irons, and I'm just going to flat iron them, well, curl them in the direction going back. I didn't want super crazy baby hair, so I'm just kind of curling them and getting ready to swoop them very basically. Edges are not one size fits all. You literally can do these to your liking. Once again, after your hair is flat iron, it's gonna go where you want it to go. So I'm going back in with that wax stick on my edges. That's literally the first step of my edges. And I'm gonna start swooping them back into that ponytail, trying to perfect and see how I wanted them. And I was looking at them, I was like, something ain't giving. Like, why is this piece so long? And it was because I needed to swoop that back into the ponytail to give it what I wanted it to. So don't be afraid to go back in and repart and re-add, because your hair is literally your art and you can literally do whatever you want to do. And I was not feeling how that edge was looking, so I just pushed it back into the ponytail, and then it was starting to come back together. Remember, I'm doing all this with literally just the wax stick. Now I'm going to apply little edge control for a little more hold. I'm really just going to go over the parts and the pieces that I actually swoop back into the ponytail, because that's going to make it lay even more flat than just the wax stick. Then I'm going to hit my sideburn, and I'm going to do the other side the same exact way. This side doesn't have to be perfect because you are going to put a bang over it anyways, honestly. Now for the final piece, we're going to go on to our bang. Unravel that section that you sectioned off initially. You're going to go through and flat iron or hot comb this. Your press is dependent on you. I just went through and hot combed it. Once it's hot combed, it should be pretty straight. And now you're going to go in diagonal pieces, if that makes sense. Like, you're gonna part it off diagonally and you're gonna apply tracks to your hair. Don't be afraid to do this. I promise it's not gonna cause any breakage. Just use a glue solvent when you're removing it, but you're gonna apply it diagonally. Make sure you're not applying it to your scalp. It does not sit on your scalp, it sits on your hair. So put it a little down your hair, but not on the scalp, if that makes sense. Like, not in the middle of the hair, but put it a few ways down. I hope y'all can kind of see where I'm placing mine. I'm not putting it directly on the scalp, just off the scalp. You're literally going to repeat this process until you feel like your bang is thick enough. I think I maybe placed 5 diagonal tracks into my entire bang. Some people's hair will require more or less depending on the length and the thickness. My hair is short, so I did have to apply a good bit to kind of mask that bob, because I did see the bob a little bit in it, that blunt cut, but it still worked out in the end. this is all finished. You're not gonna have to apply anything else to it because you already flat ironed it. So all you're really just gonna do is blunt cut it on the ends. The length that you want it is your preference. I wanted mine a little bit long, not too long, but I didn't want it too short. So that's where I cut it. I would say this is around like collarbone, maybe a little past collarbone. And now I'm gonna go in and flat iron it all just together, and I'm going to curve those a little bit inward, not too inward, but just a little bit. And I like how that looked. But yeah, this is how everything came out. I did go in a couple days later and rewrap my bun because I had been laying on it and I made it really loose. But aside from that, this style lasted me a good little week. Would have lasted longer, I just got tired of it. But this style is T. Oh, for the spikes, I'm gonna go in and just spike those out. When you're wrapping the bun, how you get these is you don't fully wrap the bun. Like once you get to the end, you kind of just let those pieces hang out. Hope that makes sense. And then I'm gonna spray some hairspray on them and go over them a little bit with the flat iron, and that's kind of gonna give them that spiky look. But I want to do this style again. I really want to perfect it. I've seen some people do like tracks in their hair. I feel like that would help with covering that back part. But yeah, this was T. I really liked it. It was hot. This is the final product. I feel like this style came out so cute. Love it. I have been wearing this for a couple days now, and I've been getting so many compliments on my hair. Everybody just like, Jada, put this on how you did it. So I'm super excited that I was able to share it with you guys. It's my first time attempting this style, and I feel like I'll give it like 8 out of 10 just because certain areas I feel like I could tweak it, like with the bun, the spikes, and even down to like how I like the tracks in the back. But there's a first time for everything, and I can't wait till I finally master it because then it's gonna be really fire. Yeah, I just love this style. I feel like I love pullback styles just because it kind of just like makes me look really clean and just refreshed. I don't know, like I like hair on my face too, but pull back I feel like just kind of does something for your face. So yeah, this is very T. I ain't gonna lie, I love this style. But yeah, y'all, I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you do attempt this style, send me some pictures or tag me on your story or something so I can check it out. I'll try to link everything I use in the description box below. But that'll be it for today's video. If you guys would like to see more videos like this or different exotic styles that y'all would like to see me try on my hair, definitely let me know because I'm willing to try them. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next freaking video.
Big ass, get that.